Now, I'm not saying buy real estate or stocks or bonds or mutual funds. I'm saying please get educated and listen to real teachers. I would never tell you to live debt free. I would never tell you to invest in a mutual fund. The economics we're taught at King's Point in the academy is different than the economics taught in socialist schools like Harvard. And it's so opposite. So as they say, that all coins have three sides. Most educators are on the socialist side, like my poor dad. Yeah, my poor dad worked for the Peace Corps. I worked for the Marine Corps. And so never the twain shall meet. So the reason we have socialism on the rise is very simply because there's no financial education in our schools. And the other thing is what most people don't realize, and I was a Marine, I fought in Vietnam twice, helicopter pilot, is the people that murdered the most people are socialists. So when you look at body counts, because as Marines, we always went by body count. And unfortunately, our body counts were high on both sides. But socialists have killed the most people. And the reason I'm writing Capitalist Manifesto is our schools have no idea what socialism is. It's tragic what's happening. And the reason we have Comrade Biden and Comrade Kamala Harris in office is they're hardcore socialists. Biden is going to kill more jobs than any other president in history. Then he's going to raise the minimum wage to $15, and unemployment is going to go through the roof. Then we're going to have civil unrest. My poor dad was a hardcore socialist. They're good people, don't get me wrong. They think the way you help people is you give them money. Give a man a fish, and they become a welfare dependent. And a capitalist believes in teaching people to fish. And I would say 98.99% of all school teachers are hardcore Marxist. I grew up with them. They're good people, but they don't know how to make money. I don't know if you went, the school I went to, every school teacher was broke. I always recommend invest in your head, in your brain. That's why I have tremendous respect for what Patrick Bet-David and you guys have done. You're taking education from real teachers. The trouble with academics is they're fakes. Just like GameStop is a fake asset. But you look at, they tried, the Reddit guys, God bless them, and the other guys, Robin Hoods, they tried to mess with silver. The trouble with silver's a real asset. GameStop's a fake asset. The richest guys on earth use silver. Silver's an industrial metal. It's used, it's going to be used in the Green New Deal. Tesla's going to use it in batteries. It's medical, water purification. Just study silver. I started saving silver in 1964 when I was 16 years old because I picked up a little dime and the dime had copper around the edge of it. That was the first time they were faking money. And at that point, it was Gresham's law. I'm 16 years old. I don't know anything, but I do know fake. I do know fake teachers, and I do know fake money. This here is fake money, the US dollar in a few years. So I'm just saying, as young people, what did school teach you about money? Be a day trader? You gotta be crazy. As you know, Bitcoin made the move with Elon, and gold is pretty stable right now because it is controlled by the biggest guys. Silver is used by industry. It's used in batteries, Green New Deal's coming up and all this, and it's suppressed. You worked on Wall Street, it's 1,000% manipulated. And so all the shorts are holding down the price of silver because, if silver goes up, the business models of Apple, Toshiba, all the electronic companies blow out the window. So they've got to suppress the price of silver. But as you know, that can only last for so long. So you don't have to go to college to save gold and silver. All I did was a kid, is I just put it in a bags. I'm glad I took Bitcoin when it was like $9,000, but I'm not buying anymore. And I was buying gold at 300. I'm not buying anymore. I'm not a speculator. I'm a cash flow fanatic. I want to make sure the cash is flowing in and none is flowing to the government. That's why Trump and I don't pay taxes legally. We're real estate guys. I don't think anybody understands the power of debt. And these idiots out there are telling you get out of debt. Well, debt is money. That's what happened in 71 when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. So in 2008, you were probably on Wall Street at the time or something. I thought I died and went to heaven. They dropped interest rates to all-time lows, and the best real estate floated to the surface on the market. So I borrowed $300 million and bought real estate with debt. Now, the average person can't do that. That's why I have this board game cash flow, so you can understand the way capitalists think. I don't like the stock market. I would have made billions in the stock market, except that, I do have to sleep at night. That's the reason. If you have no financial education, live debt-free. But if you want to do what a real capitalist does, which is use debt and pay no taxes, because that's what happened in 1971, the US dollar became debt and it was only offset via taxes. In other words, the only way debt can be paid off is by the American taxpayer paying taxes. So I started studying. And so in 1973, I took my first real estate course and I never stopped. Now, I'm not saying buy real estate or stocks or bonds or mutual funds. I'm saying please get educated and listen to real teachers. I would never tell you to live debt-free. I would never tell you to invest in a mutual fund. You know how manipulated those things are. I don't trust ETFs, and bonds are the worst investment possible today. But that's what everybody's getting into.